Alright, so this is another update on my chickens. As you can see, they're huge. And they have just started to lay eggs. They're laying pretty consistently, but they don't lay every single day because they're still young. They're not even 6 months yet still. As you can see, we have an egg there. And I think that's the only egg, and we have to clean these boxes out really bad. And this used to be Pia, but Angel renamed him because now that he's a boy, his name is Rufio. And do not be confused, he is actually very aggressive, and every once in a while he attacks. He does not do the, what's it called, the chicken dance, where they put a wing down when they want to mate. He kind of just grabs them by the neck and attacks, and I'm totally watching him because I know he's probably coming around to kick at me. As you can see, he's beautiful and he's huge. And you may notice that one of our chickens is not in here. She was getting picked on really bad, so we moved her with the Ameraucanas over there. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but our chickens have gotten a lot fuller, especially like their butts are a lot fluffier and wider. So yeah, it's kind of cool. They look more adultish than babies. That's Aria. She's one of the sweet chickens. And my sunflowers have gotten huge, and they're beautiful and pretty. I even have some red ones. So yeah, sunflowers. Something seems to be eating the seeds because I just see random sunflower seeds all over the place. My mystery flower bloomed and it's thriving. I'm gonna ignore all the weeds around it, but very pretty. And this guy bloomed as well. And I forgot what these were called too, but they're pretty. In my last video, I think that my Ameraucanas were still in the basement. So obviously they got bigger. We didn't want them to get picked on by these guys. So we built like another little enclosure for them. And we had a rabbit hutch, and that is where they're sleeping. The cage right there is where Alice is, because as you can see, she's hobbling. We had to take her out because she was getting bullied pretty bad by these guys. The rooster's very mean to her, and also Plain Jane, which is like the all black chicken with the red, like what's it called? The red, the thingy on her head. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, I can pen. So there's the Ameraucanas, and there's my poor Alice, who's like the sweetest chicken ever. And another reason we think possibly the egg production is getting affected is because of the rooster. He's stressing out the hens, because as soon as Alice has been in here, she's been laying every day consistently. And see my poor girl hobbling. And I checked her feet. She doesn't have bubble foot or anything like that. I think she just like strained it or something. But so you can see her waddle and stuff is like missing a chunk. And that's from like the rooster just kind of grabbing her. So she's doing a lot better out here with the Ameraucanas. These chickens completely get along with each other, so that's good. The Ameraucanas have gotten a lot bigger. They have their muffs. And I think this guy right here is going to be a rooster, and he's going to be beautiful. That was actually Curly, who was like the smallest one that kept getting pasty butt and stuff. Now he's like the largest, and he's real pretty and healthy. And that's Pepper next to him, and Toffee's up here. It's interesting because Toffee always was so much darker, but now they look all about the same color. Yeah. We definitely had to clip these guys' wings because they're already flying out. Their personality is a lot more different. They're much more like into digging and scavenging, not scavenging, but like, you know, they're scratching around looking for stuff. And way more curious than these guys. These guys are kind of just content being in their space. But, yep. There's the Ameraucanas being pretty. And there's their moths. And right there, that's plain Jane. She's one of the biggest chickens we have out of the hens. And she's actually very mean. She bit me once. And, of course, this guy was attacking and stuff. And what we're gonna do, because I don't want to sell him, or like, I don't know, I'm attached to him, so even though he's like kind of a douche, once these Ameraucanas are full size and we move them over here, we are thinking about bringing Rufio to this enclosure and just having him staying here, because we don't want him stressing out the birds or anything. So yeah, that's our chickens. Also, our chickens seem also very healthy. Like from their eggs, we've already eaten a couple and cracked them open, and all the eggs that they're producing have a nice bright orange yolk. They contrast very differently to store-bought eggs. They're definitely smaller still because they're still young, but yeah. So pretty. Like, so excited to see these guys fully grown. And this is my decimated garden. It was actually very nice for a time being, but we kept getting hit by like these crazy storms, and it just got to the point that it was not salvageable anymore. My watermelons are still doing good. As you can see, there's a couple watermelons in there. Corn is salvageable. My lettuce bolted, which is my fault, and my kale decimated by bugs because I haven't been using any like pesticides or anything. Just trying to keep it as clean as possible. And the tomatoes, it's just a mess. So yeah, that's the state of my garden after I don't even know, like 3 or 4 storms. And then I have like dead spots in the garden now because we had a lot of rainfall, and then it was followed by like super sunny days, which just caused a lot of bacteria, not bacteria, like fungal type things, which just killed my plants that were like perfectly healthy. So, but for whatever reason, the jalapeno peppers loved it. And the star of the hour, Gizmo. He's been doing good. He's got a little cut, and I usually don't like to cut his hair because I read with double coat pets, that's how they regulate their heat with the wispy hairs, like bring the coolness to their body. But he's been scratching a lot, and I just wanted to make sure he didn't have anything. Couldn't find anything on him, so seems like it's allergies, but he's doing good, and he's a happy boy and a very cute boy. But he looks funny now because he doesn't just look like a fat little sausage. You can see his little carved out body. Right, Muff? Right? Look at the eyes. Such a good boy. This is my assistant. Alright, so that was it for this video. As always, I forgot to record an outro the actual day that I made the video, but yeah. I had tendonitis in my hand, so I haven't been posting, and also I am just getting over a cold, so fun times. But like, subscribe, comment, do whatever. Hope you enjoyed my babies, my Gizmo baby, my plant babies, and my chickens. Peace.